K1 Battle of the Anzacs is brought to you by Sunday News.
Welcome. I'm Margaret Brott here at the gorgeous Trust Stadium in WAITAKERE City, the new home of K1. This evening promises some great action as we have the top Aussie and Kiwi fighters ready to square off in the Battle of the Anzacs. I'm joined by Lightning Mike Angove and the voice Michael Chiavello. Michael, tell me, are the Aussies ready tonight?
I'll tell you what, Margaret, Team Australia is pumped. They are primed, and why shouldn't they be? Led by the big chief, Peter Graham. I have never seen Pete as intense as he has been in preparation for this one. The man is more hungry than Budapest, folks. He's taking on the big Russian Alexei Ignashov in our main event, and I'll tell you what, a win against Alexei here tonight means a showdown, possibly with Ray Sefor here in Auckland in July. He beats Sefor and then Japan beckons. As far as Team New Zealand goes, it's really going to be a case of the Aussies leading the Kiwi sheep to the slaughter.
And Mike, there is a new face in the Kiwi contingent. Tell us more.
I don't know. I'm just speechless, Chiavello. Where do you come up with this? Of course, as we've just heard, Alexei Ignashov is here fighting for New Zealand for the first time. The 6'5" Belarusian fighting out of the Ray Sefor Fighting Academy. He's residing in West Auckland. He's promising big things after a very disappointing year last year, starting off with a big demolition of big Peter Graham. And Chiavello, the past couple of months, I've had to put up with you telling us how the Aussies are going to serve to us, how the Aussies are going to step up with the plate. Mate, the only plate the Aussies are going to be stepping onto is the hot plate, and the only thing that's going to be served, I'm afraid, is some prime Aussie rump steak. Well done.
Well, before I have to separate you two, let's go to the ring for some real action.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for fight number one. Making his way from the blue gate, Australia's Brett Zanchetta.
This is fresh meat.
And making his way to centering, folks, this is the greatest ring entrance in all the world of combat sports. He brings the house down every time he fights on the Gold Coast, Australia. Prepare yourself for the mad cow, the Aussie butcher Brett Zanchetta. The Hannibal masks, the blood-stained cleavers, the fireworks. It can only mean one thing. We're about to see the former Australian cruiserweight and South Pacific heavyweight champion, the butcher Brett Zanchetta, for our first night here tonight of Australia versus New Zealand in the K1 Battle of the Anzacs. Now, massive chunks of meat, these two men making their way to centering, and we await the entrance of the Aussie butcher Brett Zanchetta, always the showman. And they are ready to tear it down. Through the ropes go the meat-cleaving men, and onto the catwalk steps the butcher Brett Zanchetta. You talk about electrifying fighters, Mike Angove, and you talk about the one and only butcher Brett Zanchetta.
Mate, I'm just worried about a guy who has to bring two muscle-bound blokes with him to the ring, mate.
Don't you go mouthing off with Zanchetta early on here, Mike Angove. Get one of those cleavers onto you. Over the top ropes he goes in traditional Muay Thai fashion. In his corner, his trainer, Kerry Nugget McNaught. And he is set to take on the big banger, Tavita Tai.
And his opponent, coming from the red gate, New Zealand's Tavita Tai.
Mark Matagi, Tavita Tai. It's going to be predominantly, Mike, boxer versus kicker.
Well, certainly Tavita Tai comes from a boxing background. He is the cousin of Ray Sefo, but experience definitely goes to Brett Zanchetta. Tavita Tai with only 10 fights, all of those as an amateur under his belt, versus Brett Zanchetta having already had 24 fights, many of those as a professional. So a big ask for the young Samoan fighter from West Auckland.
Through the ropes goes Tavita Tai. We are set for our bout. Australia versus New Zealand, Battle of the Anzacs. And let's go to Dan Hennessy.
This match is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds with extension rounds applied in case of a draw. And now, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Nuggets Gym, he stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs in at a ready 105 kilograms. He is the former WKA Australian Heavyweight Champion and the former WKA South Pacific Cruiserweight Champion. He has 24 professional fights with 21 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, with 17 big wins coming by way of KO. Introducing Brett the Butcher Zanchetta. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing the Ray Sefo Fight Academy, he stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at an even 107 kilograms. He has 11 professional fights with 10 wins and only 1 defeat, with all of his wins coming by way of KO. Introducing Tavita Tai.
Well, a fantastic ovation here for the K1 debut.
When the bell rings, the man in charge is referee John the Rebel Conway.
The Rebel John Conway calling both men to centering for final instructions.
Okay, guys, I want a good, hard fight, but I want a clean fight. When I say break, both step away from each other. Okay, but protect yourselves at all times. Understand? You understand? Any questions here? Any questions here? Shake hands, good luck, go back to your corners.
Okay, Muay Thai stylist Brett Zanchetta versus predominantly a boxer in Tavita Tai. 3x3 brought to you by the Aussie Butcher, folks. Fantastic crowd on hand here at the Trust Stadium in Waitakere. Blitz Hall of Famer Kerry Nugget McNaught. Final blessing in the corner there of Brett Zanchetta. The voice Michael Chavello, Lightning Mike Angove and Margaret Brott with you, bringing you all the action here tonight.
Butcher, you got a mouth guard?
The Rebel about to get us underway. Battle of the Anzacs 2. Here we go. Look out for the leg kicks on the Butcher, Brett Zanchetta, and of course the boxing skills of the Sugarfoot's cousin, Tavita Tai, who actually opens up with an inside leg kick. Nice inside leg kick there from Zanchetta, just tenderising the lead thigh of Tavita.
Notice earlier he checked that well. Tavita Tai just blocking the switch-up left kick to the ribs. Really will be a matchup of a boxer versus kicker we're expecting, but Brett Zanchetta does have a bit of a chin on him. If Tavita Tai can hit it, we could see a bit of an upset.
Nice trade of leg kicks here in centering. Good outside thigh kick there from the Butcher, Brett Zanchetta, to the lead leg of Tavita. He'll go to town on that over the next 3 rounds, if it goes 3 rounds. A lot of people predicting this one won't go the distance. Ooh, left hook, straight right hand there from the big bang Tavita Tai. And this is where Zanchetta wants to be, in close, working those knees to the breadbasket.
Interesting to see there under K1 rules, of course, only the single knee allowed, Mike, before it gets broken up. The grapple is not allowed to continue as it does in Thai, which are the rules which Zanchetta is used to. Nice straight right hand from Zanchetta.
Zanchetta usually opens up like a house on fire. A slower, more tentative start here from the Butcher, a real feeling out process. He doesn't know too much about Tavita Tai. And likewise, Tavita doesn't know too much about the Butcher. Hasn't seen any of his previous fights. And a nice step across outside thigh kick there from the Butcher.
I don't think Tavita Tai can just afford to stand off like this. He's fighting a more experienced fighter. Nice overhand right and left hook connecting.
Zanchetta's got to guard his jaw. That was the trouble in his last fight against the Russian Abdul Malik, who took him to task with a straight right hand to the jaw on the Gold Coast last time out. And Tavita Tai is renowned for that big thumping right hand, the big bok choy, and if he unleashes it, it could be good night Irene for the Butcher.
Nice intercept there from Tavita Tai, just taking out the inside thigh as Zanchetta came in with the rear right leg low kick.
Nice front kick to the breadbasket there from Zanchetta. Outside thigh kick from Tavita Tai. Straight right hand off the jaw there from the Butcher. Nice tipping body shot from the Butcher.
I actually think Zanchetta was a little bit wobbled by that. He's backing off and Tavita Tai senses it.
Zanchetta goes for the knee and walks into a left hook. Tavita Tai all over him like a fat kid on a cupcake. Well, what a bone-burning opening around. Zanchetta near to the breadbasket. He'll want to get it up to the jaw. Uppercut from Tavita Tai, almost put the chin through the top of the head.
Well, great savvy shown there by Tavita Tai, and the left hook once again, answering back with a glancing right hand from Zanchetta.
What a corker of a fight, folks. Tai, hands a little bit low. Can Zanchetta capitalise? Straight right hand, smack bang on the kisser. Butcher will be doing a quick count of his teeth after that one. End of the first round, we go to the town. What a corker! You can hear McNaught telling him not to box with Tavita Tai, but to work the leg kicks and the knees. Let's have a look as it went down, Mike, in the opening round.
Overhand right, following it up with the left hook, then pushing him off. Another clipping, short overhand right. There we see Zanchetta goes in with the knees, but under K1 rules, of course, when you go in with the knee, you have to release. He got clipped with the uppercut.
We are ready to roll round number 2, brought to you by the Aussie Butcher.
Time on.
And the Rebel John Conway gets us underway.
Round 2.
One thing I was a bit disturbed to see, Tavita Tai, with his inexperience, he did drop his head on a couple of occasions there, and if his corner has picked that up, as Zanchetta's corner has picked that up, it could be good night Irene for the inexperienced Samoan fighter.
Zanchetta, what will his game plan be here? Goes for the rib cage of Tavita Tai off the lead leg. Tai easily parrying the kick. Solid leg check there from Zanchetta. Inside thigh kick from Zanchetta. And you can see the novice experience of Tai trying to actually sweep out the inside thigh kick, dropping his left hand low. Should be checking it instead, and he's gone for that again. Zanchetta might do well to dummy downstairs, Mike, then flick the kick up high.
I wouldn't surprise actually me to see him go with the inside thigh, then follow up with the right hand. Nice left hook there from Zanchetta. He's shown that he does have a nice loose left hook. Tavita Tai got a good chin. However, if Zanchetta uses that well and can continue to go downstairs off the left hook, he will do some damage down low.
Much better start to this round here from Brett Zanchetta. He is ahead on my scorecard at the moment in this round. Working those round kicks well to the midsection, not getting through, but just keeping busy. And Tavita really hasn't gotten into first gear so far in this round. Is he waiting to set that right hand?
He really needs to just to step up. He can't stand off against a more experienced fighter. He has to get in there, as he did in the first round, rattle him with punches and put him off his game plan. Out here, he's just getting picked off point for point.
This is a good point-scoring round for the Butcher, but he should be coming over the top with the hands after the leg kicks. Nice outside fire kick, pops out the jab.
Tavita Tai's got to be very careful of that right hand kick coming out.
Butcher's got to get out of the corner, ties him up, works the knee, nicely done. Tavita Tai once again trying to put the chin through the top of the cranium with the uppercut. That didn't come off of Samoa. Walks into a left hook. Nicely done. Smack bang on the schnoggin. Inside thigh kick from the Butcher. He's got more kick than a can-can dancer here in the second round.
Zanchetta's clearly working on staying outside of range, although he does have his back to the rope. This is where Tavita Tai really needs to explode. He's let him off the hook here. He has his back to the rope, and he's let him out of the corner.
Well, this is all one-way traffic so far in the second round for the Butcher after he lost the first round 10-9. Good knee to the breadbasket there from Butcher.
Stop!
Tavita forces him into the neutral corner, and the Rebel, John Conway, separates them into the final stages of round number 2.
Tavita Tai really needs to step it up now. He needs to put pressure on the more experienced fighter, otherwise he's just going to run away with it on points.
Zanchetta, his New Zealand debut, his K1 debut, a Muay Thai fighter. Used to fighting with knees and elbows in his native Queensland. Former rugby player, a high-level rugby player at that. Balk right hand there from Zanchetta.
I see Zanchetta just moving into Tavita Tai's right hand. If Tavita Tai just faked with the jab, came over the top with the right hand, he could experience more success and follow that up with the left hook even better.
Well, I don't know if they gave Tavita Tai a belly in between rounds. He went to sleep in the second round and looked that one away 10-9 for the Butcher. And here's how the Butcher did it in the second round.
And there you see the Butcher using his front kick just to maintain range. Tavita Tai throwing wild punches, but not really being effective, although he is trying for the uppercut. If he's going to do that, he needs to follow it up with the left hook.
Relax, but do not Zanchetta, a record of 21-2, 17 KOs, most of those coming via the way of his lethal leg kicks.
Hey, let's go.
And he is using them to good effect here against
Give that corner
Tavita
a bit
Tai.
wide, please.
Third and final round, final wipe of the corner from the Trust Stadium in Waitakere.
Go back to your
Fantastic
corner.
crowd on hand.
Gary,
We're
just give
entering
a
around the
quick wipe down.
5,500 mark.
It's here, it's here.
They wipe a little bit of the Vass off the Butcher.
Back in your corner, please.
And they've
Back in
cleaned
your
him
corner.
up. We are ready to go. Third and final round. Tai
Come on,
versus
fight.
Zanchetta. I'll give it 1 round apiece at the moment. The first 10-9 to Tavita Tai. The second 10-9 to Zanchetta. It is still anyone's for the taking.
Tavita Tai really needs to pick it up. He needs to make it definitive on the judges' cards. He can't play the same game he did in that second round because Brett Zanchetta just ran away with it.
Well, you can see there, Tavita just backing off, taking the inside thigh kick to the lead leg. The Butcher really tenderising it. The old John Smalls getting a bit of a touch against the ropes there.
Yeah, for the first time, we've actually seen Tavita Tai just starting to fake a little. If he commits Zanchetta to throwing the kick and fakes and keeps his own range, then he might be able to catch him on the counter. And there we saw the left hook, right leg low kick, crashing against the thigh of the big Samoan.
Beautiful combination work there from the Butcher. What a fantastic fight so far. A lot of hype around this one. The Butcher, the real showman of Aussie Muay Thai. And you've got to be able to back up the show in the ring, and certainly the Butcher's doing that at the moment. High left round kick, but he almost leaves the jaw dangerously exposed by dropping that left hand. Walks into a left hook from Tavita Tai. Nicely done from the Samoan.
Yeah, they exchanged left hooks there. Both of them, neither of them worse for wear off that one. Tavita Tai has to explode on the ropes here. He cannot sit back and wait. Zanchetta is not at his best when he's pinned against the ropes and going backwards.
Nice leg check there from Tavita. Outside thigh kick from the Butcher once again to the rear leg there of Tai.
Zanchetta is really there for the right hand if he throws it. He's got a lazy left hand. His chin's up. And there we see it. For the first time, Tavita Tai going for the right hand in this round. He's just got to get busy.
He's got him backed against the ropes now in front of our commentary position. And again, Tavita Tai backing off. He's got to unload the right hand. We're into the dying stages of this fight. And Zanchetta has picked him apart. Another outside thigh kick from the Butcher. Double jab, right hand, inside thigh. And that is slick combination work from the Butcher.
And there we have Lana Cockcroft and her husband Steve here for the first time. Lana's come to the kickboxing tonight. All the stars here tonight, of course, at ringside at the K1 Battle of the Anzacs too.
What a clean, calculated performance we are seeing from the Butcher, the mad cow Brett Zanchetta. And this fight is slipping away from Tavita Tai unless he can go for the big bok choy. He's got to do it now.
Well, he possesses the big bok choy, he possesses the power, but he just has to step up. I think what you're really seeing is the hype of a big fight. Tavita Tai's first real big step up into the big time against a more experienced fighter, and he's just concerned about getting tired, I think.
Well, Mike, I think he is tired. The leg kicks have certainly taken their toll on that lead leg of Tavita, and he's finding it very heavy on that lead thigh. It's a kaleidoscope of purples and reds.
I'm just a bit concerned that right leg head kick might come up from Zanchetta. I think it is coming because Tavita Tai is dropping his left hand badly.
Final 10 seconds, Tavita Tai. What has he got left in the tank? Double high knee there from Zanchetta. That is the end of the third and final round. And Mike Angove, I dare say it's going to be 1-0 to the Aussies.
Well, first up, certainly Tavita Tai got his legs served to throughout that fight, particularly in rounds 2 and 3. Has to go to Brett Zanchetta. Great performance first up in K1, Mike.
Well, let's have a look how the Butcher did it. He owned him again in the third round as he did in the second.
And Zanchetta really going to town, gets a lot of leverage on those kicks and doubling up on the knee. There we see him adapting to K1, letting go and then doubling up again. Of course, you can deliver 2 knees when you let go with the one hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner.
He's done it!
The
He
winner,
has done it!
Brett,
The mad cow, the Butcher Brett Zanchetta makes a successful K1 debut. Unanimous decision over Tavita Tai.
And a round of applause for the man out of the red corner, Tavita TNT Tai.
Well done, Butcher. Well, adulation in the corner there. Kerry Nugget McNaught, Soren Mongkongton, the Australian welterweight champion, with the victorious Butcher Brett Zanchetta. Folks, still to come here tonight, the big one later on. Pete Graham, Alexei Ignashov, but the moment belongs to Brett Zanchetta.